Hello, this is Jasmine from Sprout SEO Solutions, and I just wanted to shoot this quick video to talk about how you can get more traffic to your websites and in turn get more customers. So let's get right into it. I have your website pulled up here. I do want to say this is a really nicely done website. Your graphics and logos are really nice. You've got really good pictures. It's all easily laid out, nice to navigate. I love the reviews here, and I love that you have a blog. Very cool. The one thing that I will say is that this page is pretty light on content, and I'd say it's not quite enough content. And I say this because we know that Google likes to see roughly 1,500 words of content per page. And now this is because Google has what are called crawlers. And what these crawlers do is they go through and read all of the content across your website, and they use this to understand what your website is about. So by reading the content, Google will have a better understanding of what sorts of services you offer, where you offer them, etc. And now when we're talking about content, it's crucial that we talk about keywords. You want to make sure that you have the proper keywords on your website, that you're ranking for the proper keywords. And so let me give you an example. If someone is looking for chimney care, chimney services, they might go on Google and search chimney services Chicago, best Chicago chimney servicers, services like chimney cleaning Chicago, all those sorts of things. Those are examples of different keywords that someone might type into Google while they're looking for a company to help them out like this. So when we make sure that we have these sorts of keywords on our websites, that helps Google understand that when someone goes to Google and searches for these things, your website is one of the websites that should pop up. So I went ahead and did a quick Google search for Chimney Services Chicago, so I figured that would be a relevant keyword for you that you might want to be ranking for. I'm going to scroll past these top results here because these are all ads, which means someone is paying for them, and I want to bring your attention to this Google Map Pack. I'm also going to skip this top one because you can see that's another ad, and I want to focus on organic results. Now, the Google Map Pack is an incredible place for your business to be because it shows up above other search results, which means people are more likely to click on this. And we know that if people are clicking through, that means more people on your websites, which means more potential customers. So I'm going to give you just 3 tips and tricks to make sure you can get your business ranking in the top 3 here on this Google Map Pack. Now, the first thing is to make sure that you have a Google My Business profile. That's what these are. And you want to make sure that you fill out that profile appropriately. And by this, I mean that you're filling out the little bio/about us section with at least 750 words, ideally including some of those keywords that we want to be ranking for, and additionally making sure that you add pictures and that you post on there. The second tip is to make sure that you are getting good reviews. The more good reviews that you have on your profile, the more Google understands that your business is reputable, that it's trustworthy, and that it helps the people that are searching on Google. And when Google sees all of this, it's a lot more likely to place your business in the top 3 there. Now, the third tip is to make sure that you have citations. Now, what a citation is just anywhere out on the wild web where you have your business information listed. So think your business name, phone number, location, hours, all that sort of good stuff. And really, you're going to find these in places like online directories. So think Yelp, Yellow Pages, Angie's List. These are all really good examples of citations. And the more citations you have, the more Google is pretty much exposed to your business and starts to recognize your business. And the more likely you are to be ranked higher in this Google Map Pack. Now, if we scroll down, we'll finally hit what are called the organic search results. And I'm going to skip that first one there because it is from a directory. It's from Yelp. So we're going to move right past that and go here to the first business we see, which is Chicago Chimney. And we're going to consider them your top online competitor, at least for the keyword Chimney Services Chicago. So when we go ahead and pull up their website, I'm sure the first thing you'll notice is that it isn't quite as nice as yours. That is true. We've got a little bit of content here, not a ton, so they are definitely not hitting that 1,500 words per page. So right there is an easy way that you can beat them out. I want to take you to this paid tool that I use called Ahrefs. It is a search engine optimization tool that I use to analyze different websites. So the first thing I want to bring your attention to are these DR and UR scores. So DR is just an indicator of how strong Google thinks your website is, and UR is an indicator of how trustworthy it thinks that it is. And both of these scores are influenced by backlinks. Now, backlinks are just anywhere out on the wild web where there is a link or a button on a separate website that when someone clicks on it, it takes them back to yours. Now, the more good quality backlinks you have, the higher these scores are going to be, and the higher those scores are, the more likely you are to rank on that first page of Google. Additionally, your competitor is ranking for 97 keywords right now, and we know that keywords are going to also impact our ranking on Google. So we can see they're ranking for keywords such as chimney sweep Chicago, Chicago fireplace, Chicago chimney repair, chimney cleaning Chicago, all these good keywords, and they're on the first page of Google for all of them, which means they're going to be getting a lot of clicks. Now I went ahead and put your website in, and we can see your DR and UR scores are quite high. Now you also have a lot of backlinks, so this is really good. And you're ranking for 15,000 keywords, which is incredible. Now I'm sure seeing all those numbers, it might be a little confusing why a website that's seemingly not doing as well is ranking higher than yours. So let's dive into that a little bit. First, when it comes to backlinks, again, we want to make sure the backlinks that we have are good quality. So quality over quantity here. While we do want a lot, they need to be good quality. So that would just be one thing to check, is to make sure that the backlinks that you have are coming from good, reputable sites and are helping to increase your score. Now let's take a look at the keywords that you're ranking for. I went ahead and looked at this and realized that most of the keywords that you are ranking on the first page for are coming from your blog posts. Now, I do not want to diminish the value of blog posts. I personally love content marketing, and I think blog posts are an incredible resource. But it's also important to recognize that blog posts help a lot with brand awareness, but they don't necessarily help with any of those like buyer intent keywords, right? So someone who comes to your blog post might be looking to get a question answered, but they're not necessarily looking to use your services per se. And so again, brand awareness, which is really important, but you also want to make sure that you're ranking for keywords that have more buyer intent behind them, so that the people that are coming to your website are likely to convert. That's all that I have for this video. I hope that you found this educational and informative. If you have any questions at all or want to keep speaking, please feel free to reach out to me. And even if you don't have any questions, if you could just drop me a line of feedback and let me know what you thought about the video and what you found helpful, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much.